I had a dream and decided to do this live stream to record it as a warning, because every dream you have with a biblical foundation is a warning from God. In this dream, I was in a place outside of Brazil, and there was an area where bears lived. I found myself inside this bear enclosure. There were 2 bears. When one bear noticed I was in their territory, it charged toward me to attack. Someone from the crowd outside shouted, "Lie down and play dead." So I did that. When I lay down pretending to be dead so the bear wouldn't attack me, I looked up at the sky. As I was looking up, I saw a plane flying overhead. In my mind, I knew it was a cargo plane filled with people, and on the bottom of the aircraft was the American flag, and it was flying so high, and as I was lying on the ground looking up, I could see it very tiny, but I could still see it, and it left a trail of smoke, right? Like dust, earth dust. And then I noticed a missile coming behind the plane, and I said, "My God, that missile is going to shoot down that plane full of people. I need to warn them." In my mind, I wanted to warn them, but it was impossible to do so. When I thought, I'll warn them, the bear realized I wasn't dead and came at me with its paw to hit me. When it was about to hit me, someone shouted, "Run!" Then I ran, climbed up those rocks, and managed to escape from this place where these bears were. There were 2 big bears, and one bear was older than the other. You could tell it was older. And then, at that moment, the missile reached the plane, crashed into it, and shattered the aircraft, and there were many bodies of people falling in pieces. In the dream, folks, I felt the evil presence of the devil so strongly, so terribly, that I knew I was dreaming. I wanted to wake up because I was feeling the devil's presence. Suddenly, as I left that place with the bear, I found myself at the edge of a river. This river was enormous, so vast that although I stood on one side, I couldn't see the other shore in my vision because it was too far away. The river was just too wide, and there was a massive bridge spanning it. When I looked at this enormous bridge crossing the river, and this was in the United States, where I was at that moment, I saw that dust trail behind the plane wasn't up in the sky anymore, but hovering over the river. When that dust descended onto the river, I realized it wasn't ordinary dust, but a cloud of demons. A demon cloud filled with great wrath descended upon the river. It was going to destroy the bridge. Then the same missile that shot down the plane didn't explode. It just came down. It crashed into the river water, causing an explosion like a nuclear bomb. The water rose like a nuclear blast with a demonic cloud hovering over the river, laughing as I felt the devil's presence. It was so evil that I wanted to wake up. This gave me a headache from all the demons in the dream. The bridge collapsed with cars falling into the river, people drowning, and demon clouds laughing terribly. It was horrifying. I struggled to wake up because I knew I was sleeping and didn't want to be in the dream. And this, folks, was happening in the United States. The devil, with great wrath against America, is preparing massive devastation. Suddenly, a bomb hit a building, but I couldn't see it as I was watching the river. I only heard the explosion behind me and saw it was a building. Like the Twin Towers, God showed me in a dream something that will happen in the United States. The devil has great wrath against the United States, intense anger toward those people, a demonic rage that hovers like a cloud of demons over that place, through those people who hate. We know who hates the United States. The bear, it's Russia. That's why I began by saying every dream you have, if it has biblical basis, it's a warning from God. The biblical basis is in Daniel 7 verse 5. I kept watching, and behold, the second beast was like a bear, raised up on one side with 3 ribs in its mouth. It was told, "Arise, devour much flesh, kill more people." The bear is Russia. Russia will join with some other leader to attack the United States. First, he'll pretend to be Trump's friend, get close to Trump, help Trump, because what he helps Trump achieve, he'll take later. Russia will rise with great anger, with help from another person who in the dream was older than him. With this old man's help, they'll attack the United States, causing terrible panic among Americans wanting to flee. I want to alert the sisters watching me from the United States. Keep your documentation current, especially if you're not citizens, because a time will come when you'll need to escape quickly. When the war begins, that's when people will leave everything behind. Nothing will matter except survival. Many won't be able to leave because their documentation is outdated. So prepare your papers, pack your bags, be ready at all times, be prepared, because there are indeed prophecies in the Bible directed at the United States. The United States is one of the countries that will fall, and in the verse I read, the bear is Russia. It has 3 ribs in its teeth. It means he will kill Vladimir Putin. He will kill 3 leaders from 3 nations. I believe one of the first is Zelensky. But since the prophecy says America will fall and Trump will die, the second could be Trump. See? Because many people are watching the US, and a time will come when each will return to their lands running like a gazelle to water. Everyone will return to their country, even against their will. War will force people back from countries they're in now. I'm talking about the United States because I had a dream about it. Okay, folks? These prophecies do exist. The US is one of the countries that will fall, but not right away. First, he will overthrow the dictators. First, he'll topple dictators, then they'll rise against them. Until then, prepare your bags and passports since you're not in your homeland. If you need to leave, keep your passport updated. Get ready, okay?